Hey everybody, welcome to Raising Vibrations. You're with Simon today, and we're doing chart of the day, and this is for the 29th and 30th of March 2016. And again, what a beautiful picture to be able to explain to you how I feel the energies at this stage, and what I see is something that we can use to be able to make sense of what's been going on over the last 3 days with some really interesting and bumpy energy, to say the least. That illustration of the moon reflecting its light onto the ocean itself, bringing this incredible sense of awareness regarding our emotions. And I feel that our emotions are really the key towards natural spiritualization. Okay. And so when we are illuminating our emotions and we are allowing them to be fully present with us, we're actually understanding our karma. We're actually understanding our natural way that we understand our desires and what inspires us to move in a natural direction. So as you can see over here, we've got the chart up with the sun still in Aries. They're situated at 9 degrees. I'll get up my little cursor. Situated at 9 degrees there. Mercury is already past it, so we've got this new phase relationship between Mercury and the Sun, which I spoke about in the most previous chart of the day. And then we have Sagittarius Moon, and what's interesting is that I think it was Saturday evening, Sunday, the moon actually crossed Saturn and is also crossed Mars, of course, as well. That was probably early Saturday morning. The moon was there and moving over the Saturn energy. So, the moon has been actually squaring the nodal axis. It's actually squaring it right now as we're watching this experience. The moon naturally making its connection towards Venus as well, naturally squaring Venus as well, and bringing up all of that stuff that's happening in Pisces at this stage, and of course the natural nodal axis that is in Virgo Pisces. So what does this all mean when we try to figure out what's going on? Well, like I said before, I feel it's really important for us to ground the understanding that the emotions that we carry with us, the way that we naturally respond to stuff, is a really strong indicator of our way to understand the soul. In fact, there was a video that I just recently created, which was called Neptune, Moon, and Saturn, and it was Natural Way to Source. I highly recommend watching that. So I'll put the video link in the description, because it talks about that natural process of understanding emotions. And because the moon has been connecting towards Venus, it's been connecting towards Neptune itself, and of course Saturn in itself squaring Chiron and squaring Venus, and Venus conjunct Chiron and conjunct the south node over there, there's been an incredible emotional opportunity for us, or an opportunity to understand our emotions and the collective wound that we all carry with us as a race, as a human sort of expression, especially in the Western culture, primarily in the Western culture, but all over the world per se, because, I would say that the Western culture in itself does not tend to the wound as deeply as maybe sort of Eastern philosophies in that way. But the wound that we carry with us is that separation, that mother wound. When we come into this incarnation, we are born straight into the experience of intensity and parental dynamics that might not know how to handle our sensitivity as kids, and all the things that are naturally associated with life on Earth. And of course, all of our traumas that we carry with us, our unintegrated emotions, our things that we get triggered by when we're speaking to people, our disassociative experiences when our families are and our tribes are lost, all these things that we carry with us that we feel so heavily burdened by. And Saturn's making these connections to this Chiron, to the south node, to this Venus, to this Neptune stuff, all having a massive little wonderful party over there in Neptune and in Pisces, and bringing us this need for healing it. Okay, so that's really what I'm trying to say here is that the process of healing these emotions, the process of understanding these deep experiences that we, have within us that makes us real, all of our feelings of disempowerment, all of our feelings of how to process the fact that most of us might not be able to reach our creative self-actualized dreams because the limitations that are imposed by society and our early life environmental conditioning that has not given us that platform that many others might have. All of those dynamics are with us. And what does that mean to live a life with that? What does it mean to process all that? What does it mean to be able to feel energized and enthusiastic and positive all the time when you see so many people running around being, this fantastic visions of light, and yet the realness that many of us carry regarding feelings of futility, people that suffer from deep depression, people that have souls, many souls that have had all these things that I talk about that have been so emotionally damaging or emotionally just really, really painful to experience. That is what we're healing at this stage. And for those souls that have the opportunity to be of service to humanity in some way, shape, or form, this is a calling for you, this Neptune and this Pisces stuff and this Venus stuff, to really be able to dig your emotional field into compassion and empathy, and to see the suffering that this place has, and to be able to in some way, shape, or form be of service, whether it just be something simple as seeing somebody trying to cross the road that doesn't have, you can see clearly is struggling to cross the road. Maybe they're in a wheelchair or something, and just like getting up out of your space and just going to offer a glimmer of hope that the world isn't as bad as they experience it every single day with their struggles. And just to be able to offer that devotion towards something that makes us feel in some way, shape, or form that there is a higher meaning to all this experience that can easily be lost in the void with that, with all this Virgo stuff here. So there's this incredible, like, deeper meaning towards life that can be unearthed within ourselves when we connect to our emotional field, and we recognize our own emotional traumas and pains and what they represent for us, and how we can be of service to them, and how we can change our minds to be of service to those woundings and those unresolved emotions and desires that we have, and just maybe step away from some of the more glamorized way that life can be publicized in the world. It's truly amazing to be able to play with creation and to operate in higher consciousness, but it's also truly amazing to really feel connected to something that is so incredibly deep, and then there's a bond that we can develop with the human race and people and our fellow tribe through the heart, and to manifest from the heart-centeredness that we all carry with us, and to maybe even show people sometimes that deep compassion because of their own struggles and choices that they might not have ideally wanted to experience but have, unfortunately. So that's my message today. I really hope that sort of resonates with you. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget the video that I will post in the description below, guys. And finally, I just wanted to share with you that I've got some videos coming up. So I know that I've just created chart of the day for the last 3 or 4 days, but I've got some cool videos coming up. So stay tuned for what I've got up and coming for you guys. Other than that, have a fantastic week. Okay, take care. Bye bye.